Okay, so where are we going? We can try and do those 4 kills, although not really awake yet. So maybe it's not a great idea. I'm just saying. What do we have? No offense. Okay, so those two I don't need to do. This one, beacon in the woods. List of 10 resorts. Resort tenant. Shoreline. Gunsmiths. Tarkov shooter. Factory, I guess. None of these are actually. So 2 on woods, 1 on shoreline, 1 on customs. Is that it? Yes, it is. So we have a couple of so, right, we have a couple of ADARs, not ADARs, Mosins in there. Where the fuck did I put them? I had 2 Mosins there. What the F? Where are they? There's one. Where's the other one? Anywho, I had 2 Mosins. I swear to God I had 2 Mosins. So we'll go factory and lose this gear really quickly. Um, that would be the, so we'll go factory and lose the gear. Just so we can make space and then we'll get more gear. I think that's probably the way to go. SMB, how much are we talking about now? We'll just take another 10, I guess. Alright, so maybe we can live. Probably not, because I'm still waking up. And it's factory, so it's impossible to live anyway.
Вон он, блядь, ебашь его! Пацаны! Гнида! Сдохни, тварь! Нормально.
Hit me in the arm, I saw the blood come off. What? I saw the blood come off.
Oh, yeah.
You okay? So I just go shoreline with a Mosin and a Mosin a dream. That was weird as fuck. I saw the blood, so either I hit him and he doesn't die, or I don't hit him. You know what I'm saying? There's no circumstance there when I don't hit him. Anywho, I do have some Mosins though. I'm not sure I'm gonna get 25 meter or less kills with those, but I might be able to in like certain circumstances. Where did I put those keys? Oh, there. San 325 is the only one I don't have. I think. I think. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the hosts. East 306, 310, 26. Let's go for those east ones first, I guess. Oh, I gotta do the administration building. I forgot about that. There was a guy there, right? Did he just dive in the grass or something? Where was that guy that just was shooting him back here is the question. I don't see anybody. This guy's just gonna camp me out, I'm sure, but I don't have the patience this morning to do that. Well, this afternoon. 306, 310, 216. I wonder if I... Oh, I didn't bring more ammo. I'm an idiot. So that's up to the administration building. Go on fucking play. That's the front of the building, right? And this is the back of the building, which I can actually jump off. Guess I could just do my rooms. What do I have over there? I have most of them. Oh, 1, 3, 325. There's a lot of fighting over them. I'm not sure if there's going to be anything left. I mean, there's not much left here, to be honest. Did we just see someone? I thought I just saw someone. Yeah, missed my shots, I guess. That guy knew exactly where I was both times, though, it seemed. To be honest. Did I hit him? I did hit him. In the arm, I guess. I'm so shit with the fucking Mosin, that's the problem. I gotta get these Mosin kills. It's not gonna be fucking pretty. I'm just getting infantry one. I swear I saw an infantry one. I swear I had one. But it's vanished somehow. Somewhere. Where the fuck is my infantry? Maybe it's still here. No, it's a hunter. Would I have a customs woods I could do? But again, 25 meters is gonna be hard to get those shot. Let's do the woods task. Okay, maybe not. Do I have a rig? Shouldn't have a splint is the only thing I don't have. Un splint. I'll just buy like a cheap one from here. Maybe we'll try and get the dude. Maybe we'll try and get Sturman. I don't know where Sturman's stash is, if I'm being honest. Where's the stash? Behavior, location, loot. That's the primary loot. Yes, I want to know where the stash is. Alright, whatever. Fucking woods, eh? Oh, I see. I'll get myself a drink.
I'm unmuting him right now. What did he say exactly? Oh shit.
He said you don't know. I mean, he said you don't know.
So disrespectful. Dude, quit behind my foot. Dude. Behind my foot.
Oh, you trying to my speed? Oh, no, what the fuck am I
Miss
doing?
Dream. Good morning, good morning. Oh yeah, Miss. Like that's how.
Yeah, I did bring ice, but I completely forgot about the marks thing now. Where'd that thing go? Oh, I didn't bring any stims though. Get a movement on that task. That was stupid. I want to do my task before I start shooting people. You're shitting me. I didn't reload. Dude, I shouldn't be playing this early when I don't play Scav. I don't play well in the first until like 10 p.m. and it's 3 deaths in a row. So yeah, not a good idea, I think. Can't believe I forgot to reload. I probably would only got 1 kill anyway, but it's 25% of the kills I need, you know. So I'm just gonna go into. I'm just gonna buy like 10 infantry rifles, use my MBSSs, and just go in over and over until I get 4 close-up kills. Just fight around the exit. I think it's probably the way to go. There's a body around here somewhere. Oh, it's a one over. Never mind. Ooh, I think he's here, is he? Further in there, maybe? Ah, I can't see if it's been pushed, so. Let's check if the door is open. Maybe one of these fuckers opened the door and hasn't been down here yet. Oh, I forgot I gotta check my stash. guy. 13. I do like those things because they repair really well. But wait a wave.
А вот тут кореш мой бывал точно.
Killer this is. So killer's gone, so a lot of people have probably just left, right? AK-74M. Maybe they dropped some stuff around here. We'll just search for somebody's leftover stuff, basically, right now. Or it's about for TM. We don't need that. So somebody's got that RPK maybe. And they're running around. I have to shoot them in the chest in that case. Maybe if I get up top, I can outplay them. Though, with the way that I've been playing. Fucking hide down there. I'm gonna go up top. Scout. Scope it up. Scope it with a Mosin. This is getting blown around everywhere. Less than half, okay. So that's a good thing to check. This last time was not good. Oh, I only had one bullet left. Jesus Christ. Looks like a scav body or two there. That looks like a hat. So yeah, just scav. I guess I'll go on the other side. Maybe they're outside or heading to the exit. I can catch them there. Or the tech lights, I can catch them. I don't have anything amazing right now, so I'm not too worried about losing it. I didn't even know that was it, to be honest. Next minute or two, somebody's gonna come charging out here because they see the red numbers for sure. Maybe it's the guy with the killer helmet. Nobody's gonna run in the car park. Nobody. Oh, oh. Shoot somebody on concrete. Well, that might have been on my level, or that might not have been. That might have also been a scam. Don't you have us any good? Anything? I'm gonna silence a gun and a rig. No. Guess I'm just gonna start moving. One second, the dog's crying. Old dog was stuck in the bedroom, locked him in there. With the intention of doing the exact opposite. So, yeah. There's that. Alright, so I guess we get out of here. Seems pretty fucking dead here. This is a place, guy. Oh wow. He's got a pilgrim? Why has he got a pilgrim? But his buddy, do you have anything? I guess we... Not amazing, but not terribly either. Killer's dead, so... Okie dokie. So I guess we can probably... Can we? Put most of this stuff in here. And then put that bag in there. Yeah, we can. We'll put this stuff. Okay, and now this and that go in there. That was fairly easy.
The COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, I'm on early. Not going well, apart from that.
Back in March, when we first realized how
I got it.
serious
I'm trying to do the
people were like, damn, this might not be over until like the
really close range mosing task. Got killed twice, and then I got killed trying to do the marked circle. Cause two reasons. One, two people rocked up on me, and then second one, my mosing, I didn't forget to reload it. So yeah, it's like click, and then they just turned and just blew me away. I was like, ah, yeah, big mistake. What a mistake at the mega. So that wasn't great, but yeah, I'm not complaining. It's my fault, you know. I'm not like, you know, rage. It wasn't rage. I was more like dope, idiot. Ba, 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 ba. It's a lot of fun doing all this fucking Tetris thing every day. Ooh, what? Exceeded item of attack 2. Oh, because it has to go into my inventory now, which is really inconvenient. You can't stack backpacks now, like that. So maybe if I do like this, put there and right, in there and that in there, put that there. And I think I have some space. I had some space. Where do they have space? Okay, I have space for that. At least if you're playing Tetris, you know. You know you're not doing that badly, right? And then I gotta get my fucking bag back out. And get rid of the ADAR. Get the handle and shit off. And then maybe get rid of all this junk. I don't know. I'll just keep it for later. So I've got to get long, short range kills with Mosin, and I've got to do got to go to wood. I love wood so much. It's just such a horrible map for me. I don't know why some people like it, but fucking hate it. Yeah. So I need a marker, and then we shall try again to do the marked location. Marked circle. I think I have BS BS in here? Do I have any BS in here? No. Well, I'll get rid of it. I'm just deleting. That's wasteful. And I don't have the key to get out of here. I think I handed it in at some point to get out of the extra exit. Yeah. Time to die.
Records with nearly 35,000 cases yesterday in the U.S., the highest one-day total in 2 months.
News.
Today
Well,
in Florida, a record 5,500
the news, I guess,
cases,
What's
while California has seen a 29%
Trevor
jump
Noah.
in hospitalizations in just 2 weeks. And in Texas, the governor sounding the alarm.
Houston's Texas Medical Center reports 97% of the area's current ICU beds are filled, nearly 3 out of 10 with COVID patients.
Texas Children's Hospital is admitting adults to free up beds for COVID patients.
Oh, Lord. It's happening again. Just as New York's numbers started going down, the rest of the country is seeing an explosion in cases and hospitalizations. In fact, in places like Houston, Texas, it is getting so bad that they're even sending adults to the children's hospital, which is awful. These people are seriously sick. They should not be at a hospital where all the doctors are children. What? That's not what a children's hospital... Oh. And I'm not shocked this is happening. I mean, because let's be honest, much of America has treated the coronavirus the same way we treat our bodies in the winter. Yeah? We're always like, yeah, I know it's not looking good right now, but when the summer comes, I promise you everything's going to be in shape. And then the summer came, and things were still not looking good, and people are like, yeah, screw it. I'm still going to the beach. So, coronavirus records are being broken every day across America. In fact, right now, basically the only place where cases are actually declining is in the original epicenter of the outbreak in the Northeast, which is why New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut just announced that anyone who is entering the state will have to quarantine for 2 weeks. Now, that's going to be almost impossible to actually enforce. But the good news is, it already takes 2 weeks just to get through the Lincoln Tunnel into New York, so it kind of takes care of itself. In fact, things are looking so bad for the U.S. that Europe is considering a ban of all U.S. citizens until they can figure out what the hell is going on. And I see where Europe is coming from, because we can't deny that the United States is doing a particularly bad job compared to other countries. I mean, look at this chart, right? Cases in all those other places are going down, while America went down for a little bit and then shot back up. So I guess congratulations on flattening the curve. The question is, though, why is the U.S. doing so badly? Well, while many Americans are wearing masks and socially distancing and following the advice of health experts, one thing you cannot overlook is that there are also many other Americans who are just really, well, you know, you judge for yourself.
At a commissioners' meeting in Florida's Palm Beach County, anger erupted after a unanimous vote to make masks mandatory. This turned downright ugly.
Anything special?
Here was the scene.
And ma'am, as a doctor, I really have many question marks about your degrees and what you really know. And I'm sorry, ma'am, but I don't think that you are worthy of your credentials. And I would ask suggestively that you go back to school and get educated.
And they want to throw God's wonderful breathing system out the door. You're all turning your backs on it.
You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people. It literally is killing people. And every single one of you that are obeying the devil's laws are going to be arrested. And you, doctor, are going to be arrested for crimes against humanity. 6 feet, like I said before, is military protocol. You're trying to get the people to train them so when the cameras, the 5G comes out, what? They're gonna scan everybody. We gotta get scanned. We gotta get temperatured.
Yes, it appears America isn't just dealing with a deadly strain of coronavirus. It's also dealing with a deadly strain of stupidity. If wearing masks killed people, there would be no doctors, no dentists, and no hockey goalies. Every hockey game would end with a score of 1,000 to 980. Why are we even arguing with these idiots? And this just shows you how destructive social media has been. I mean, you have random people berating qualified health professionals because of some conspiracy theory that they probably came across on their Facebook feed. You can't trust Facebook for medical advice. It isn't run by a doctor. It isn't even run by a human. And this is why everyone should stick to Instagram. The worst thing you'll end up doing is getting a butt lift and buying lots of plants. I mean, sure, your body will be out of proportion and your home will look like a forest, but at least you'll still believe in science.
You got 6. Wow, you got 6 cards? Paid 5 mil. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. You can make them though, right? What's the ingredients to make them? What do you need to make them? Because I'm gonna start making them because I need one for the task, and then I need to do my Bitcoin farm, which I haven't done at all. I'm not really a money run guy. I just play and gain stuff. Or as it is today, lose stuff. I played 3, lost 3, played 1, came out with a shitload of stuff. So I'm not down really much or at all, but still. The 3 that my scav survival rate is almost identical to my player survival rate. How bad is that? That's so fucking terrible. Last wipe I had like I was like 16, 17. I think it worked out the same. I just killed I had 16, 17 like raids unkilled. This time my record is 5. I know I'm not as patient anymore because I've been, you know, because I was playing like Warzone, I lost a little bit of my patience, but still, man, 5. I've gone 5 raids without dying. It's fucking awful. At this point, my scav is gonna have a better rate than me, better everything than me, which is just fucking nuts, really. Oh, I don't like to play more than one game at a time. I get confused. More like, how do I lie down? How do I lie down? I don't get it. Where's the fucking button to lie down? So yeah, not good for me. But where the fuck am I? Ah, shit. So I gotta go to marked circle, so this is not the best spawn for me. In fact, I couldn't imagine a worse spawn. I got killer like so many times now on my scav, and I think I've already killed him maybe once, if at all, on my PMC. I kill him all the time as a scav. No, it's a great game. I just can't play 2 games at the same time. I've never been able to though. I've always been that type of person. I just can't concentrate on 2 games. I don't know what it is. I just don't feel the urge to. Oh yeah, we're full. Oh, I forgot to bring stims again. Fucking hell, man. I'm so small. I don't know what it is this afternoon. I'm just... My brain is just not working. Gotta bring stims to get the 20 kills while stim done. Oh shit, I just don't want to be here. What if I hide in here and then if somebody comes across now, that'll be more than 25 meters, won't it? But to run one, I'll be like, alright, have a good luck, good raid, whatever. Whatever they say, break a leg, but don't actually break a leg. Or if you do, make sure you take a splint and a CMS. go over there, but you know there's like guys with like 10 fucking sights trained out. Oh, there's another key, 206. Fuck is it? That's the thing over there. Dude, I have no problems with you, just leave me alone. I killed your buddy, but I didn't have any choice. I had no choice. You didn't like John anyway. Nobody liked John. You know?
do these people listen to themselves? Just think for a moment. You guys think every government and every health expert around the world is involved in some giant conspiracy to oppress everyone on Earth? But they don't have the power to block that one video on YouTube that exposes the real truth. With this fake health crisis, we will enslave all of humanity. But what about those YouTube videos? Oh. Does anyone know how to code? Now, look, having people who believe crazy conspiracy theories and ignore facts, that's nothing new. What is new is that now one of those people lives in the White House.
Did anybody see my speech the other night on Saturday night? Yeah. So, what I said the other night, there's never been anything where they have so many names. I could give you 19 or 20 names for that, right? It's got all different names. Wuhan. Wuhan was catching on. Coronavirus, right? Kung flu, yeah. Kung flu. COVID, COVID-19, COVID. I say, what's the 19? COVID-19, some people can't explain what the 19. Give me the COVID-19. I said, that's an odd name.
Yes. How will we ever know why the disease discovered in 2019 has 19 in its name? It's probably the same idiots who came up with the name Madden 20. I mean, there's way more than 20 football players. It makes no sense. So on the one hand, we have scientists searching for a vaccine, sequencing genomes, and generally busting their ass on an unprecedented effort to understand and defeat this pandemic. On the other hand, we're 6 months into this thing, and the guy in charge of the response is still trying to figure out the name of the virus.
Give me 2 more months, guys. I think I can crack it. I think the 1 and the 9 goes together. It makes 10 times 2 is 20. That's what's happening now.
I guess what I'm trying to say is you might want to upgrade to Zoom Premium because we're going to be talking in those little boxes for a while. Well, that's our show for today. Now, as you may know, June is Pride Month, and right now, we want to highlight charities that are making a difference for LGBTQ people of color. Associations like the National Black Justice Coalition, which advocates for federal policies that fight against racism and homophobia. If you'd like to help them and you'd like to join in, then please donate whatever you can. And if you'd like to help specifically in New York, well then what you can do is donate to the Audre Lorde Project. What they do is help LGBTQ communities of color fight for their rights to organize for change.
Hello, Dave. What can I do for you? Weather report, stock prices, shopping list, lights on, lights off. What does this can have that I don't?
Well, Red Bull gives you wings.
Do me a favor though, look at your lens and not the screen. So it's, no, the other, yeah, that's closer to it. Yeah, there.
That?
Yeah, that's it.
But don't look at you?
No, don't look there, please.
Thanks, Trevor.
Oh man. Jon Stewart, welcome to the Daily Social Distancing Show.
I've been doing press now for, it's got to be a week straight. Junkets and everything from the same space. And this is how I've been doing it. And for the first time since I've been doing this, someone had the decency, the kindness to go, you might want to look at the camera.
Yeah, but this is like, you know what? It's like it's the common new. It's like a thing people don't realize because our screens and cameras. I feel like someone needs to put them in line because this is not how we talk to each other. You normally look at a person.
I want to look at you. I want to do it like they imagined it in the science fiction movies in the 70s, where you would do the video call and your head and my head talking.
No. I've come to realize that like all the things that we learned from science fiction in the movies, it was very ambitious, but we've got like very, like if you grew up with poor parents, they would always bring you a very like cheap version of the cool thing you wanted as a kid. That's the future we live in now. So we were like, imagine if you could talk to someone through a screen. They're like, okay, you can't do that, but you can look off at them and seem like you don't know where they are and communicate effectively. That's basically what we do. Where are you right? Like, what is this? What is this room behind you?
I'm in my attic.
Yes.
This is the room when my children were younger. This was their playroom. And so they did a lot of doodling, or their cousins did, because this is where they would come up with their cousins. And then they grew up and decided, you know what? I'm just going to stay in my room, quarantine or no quarantine. And you're going to go up into the attic. So that's what we've done.
It's funny because like it's beautiful now that I know it was your kids who did that, but it almost looks like the same graffiti that's on like the Confederate monuments around America. It looks like you let people practice the graffiti at your house before they go to the monuments so they can get it right.
Antifa has infiltrated my attic. There's a big problem here. I'm doing the best I can, but they are rabble rousers. And as you can see, they have decided that this is the Berlin Wall, and they are going to take it down.
What do you make of all that? Like honestly, because I mean, this just like the Confederate monuments, like every statue coming down. I mean, it started with Confederate statues. It started with like racist people from history. Then we started just seeing statues coming down of like people who fought for the Union and people who fought against slavery and like. What do you make of it? Should we just get rid of statues? What's going on?
What you'll find is if you don't allow regular order to take down the statues that represent the insurrection that tried to destroy this country and preserve the institution of slavery, if you make that impossible to do through pleading, peaceful entreaty, and all that, you're going to end up with a spasm. Look, people shouldn't have, for 100 years, the statues are not from the Confederate era, they're from the Jim Crow era. They're from the era when they built them to say, just so you know, I know they let you go, but I just want to make sure everybody understands, like, we will still subjugate you. I hope that's, and bring fear into your life. So, because these statues are not, people say like you're erasing our history, which by the way, I don't remember the conservatives during the Iraq War, when the Saddam Hussein statue fell in Baghdad. I don't recall Republicans at the time going, big mistake. You don't want to erase your history. That's your history. Leave it be. So, the plaque on the statue is not history. It doesn't say, this motherfucker thought that he should fight a war to ensure that he could have slaves on his plantation, that he could still benefit. And then we put it up to instill fear in the people that we kept as slaves and their descendants. So this should have been done in short order by a normal functioning society years ago.
You say something interesting, and that is a normal functioning society. It feels like normal, functioning, and society are three words that are very quickly slipping away. All over the world, people are dealing with the same thing, that is coronavirus. But I honestly believe that America might be the only country where it's seen as a political issue as opposed to a pandemic. Do you know what I mean? It seems like something you can choose to believe in or not, or where you stand politically defines whether like the legitimacy of the virus. Whereas in other places, they argue about how to deal with it, but the virus itself is not like a political issue.
And there are arguments, listen, we're not the only country that's arguing about how much to limit freedom of movement and having, in Italy you saw, big demonstrations and protests against, trying to confine people to a certain extent. But I think a reasonable view of it would be it's not being done for the sake of tyranny. We are actually facing something where tens of thousands of people are dying. And it's, if you think about it, like, it's like preparing for a hurricane. When a hurricane is coming, there's always those people that are like, government's full of shit. I'm not going to board up my windows. But this is a hurricane that if we prepare for it, the hurricane weakens. And that doesn't happen normally. But because in this country now we've set up parallel universes in the multiverse that the right lives in, this is an infringement. It kind of, the mask thing is what blows my mind, because, surgeons wear them in operating rooms. And they don't wear them because, they drive Volvos and sip chai tea and listen to NPR. Like, they wear them because, so I just want to say to people on the mask thing, like, great. Next time you're having an operation and the surgeon comes in with washed hands and a mask, just be like, don't be a pussy. Don't be some liberal puss. You take off that mask and you unwash your hands and you stick your paws in my open gaping wound. Because apparently sanitary conditions are a liberal myth.
I knew you obviously, I mean, we knew each other when you were leaving the Daily Show. You were like, I'm getting into different things. I'm taking time with my family. I'm going to do a movie here or there. It was interesting for me to see you do a political movie. I was like, John, aren't you just going to get away from politics altogether? But then you made a movie that wasn't just about politics, but it was almost about the game that is beneath politics. I was shocked the first time I went to New Hampshire for the primaries. And I was sitting with, like the aides of these politicians, and even the reporters, and they were like, oh yeah, they hang out, they chat, they go out for drinks afterwards. And I was like, what do you mean? They hate each other on screen, and then we hate people on each other's behalfs, and I see it happening in the country, but they are friends, and I didn't understand that concept. And it seems like that's what you're showing people in this movie, is that we don't realize that the WWE of politics is not as real as we think it is. And we're willing to die for the Undertaker, but the Undertaker is just a guy named Bill who goes home with Triple H and they carpool. You know what I mean?
Right. Let's not draw the Undertaker into this. First of all, he is a marvelous wrestler and was undefeated at WrestleMania. So let's not, until obviously Lesnar. Listen. I didn't want to make a movie about the political moment.
Right.
I feel like that's the Daily Show. And that's what you guys do so well, is you do the weather. Every night you come out and you talk about the political moment. And you bring the funny and the insight and the context to the political moment. I really wanted to think about it as the climate and the system, and that idea that we have kind of created this complex of media and moneyed interests and politicians, and they all work and enrich each other, and there's very little accountability, and it grows in, those types of symbiotic structures don't dismantle themselves. Here's this system with its own inertia and energy and self-interest and incentives to entrench itself and to grow itself, and it's really at odds with any relevant facts on the ground. Or the system we have in place to elect people is almost working antithetically to the system we have in place to try and govern people. And we don't really have a robust governance system, but we've got an incredibly enriching and robust and corrupt and corrosive system of elections, of campaigns, and of influence.
So do you see a change? Do you see an end where you go like, oh no, it's something is going to happen that shuts this all down?
Where I'm optimistic is there are such talented, committed, energized people taking the reins of these really rotted out husks of institutions. And you get the sense that they're committed to rebuilding them in a manner that is going to create a sturdier foundation. And, so much of this country, what you learn from this is, and the pandemic exacerbates it, what's essential? Well, it turns out all the people in this country who are essential to its functioning are the lowest paid. And how do we, for many years, we've sort of gone on this principle of if we just take care of the investor class, we'll get a taste, and I don't say we because I'm now up there. But the pendulum has swung away from valuing work. And we have to figure out, and they always talk about, the people that talk about trickle down are always about freedom and liberty. Well, what's more liberating than not having to worry about your health insurance being tied to your job, or working really hard but still having to use food stamps? Like, that's not freedom. And we have to find a way to make those in this country who are essential, to give them more liberty. And more liberty comes from being able to live a life that is built on granite and not on quicksand.
So let's try. See if we can get a kill. If we not, we just get like pushed by some fucker and we die immediately. And that's all she wrote, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really want to do shoreline with a fucking Mose in, to be honest, but really have a lot of opportunity. What did I just do there? Oh, I did the marked circles. And what's next is the question. What is next? So most of the stuff I've got to do is just like kill people and stuff like that. So maybe I got to stop buying tons of grenades and yeah, I'm gonna buy flashbangs. I'm taking like 5 flashbangs and just see if I can finish that task at the same time as this one.
Talk to you forever, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us again. I hope everyone watches the movie. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're staying healthy. I hope you're loving your family and your kids and enjoying yourself.
And let me say to you, may I have a moment?
Yeah, of course.
I'm so impressed by everything. Oh, I'll say it up here. I'm looking at your face, but I'll look into the camera. I'm just so impressed by everything that you guys are doing, and the insights of the show, and the hilarity of the show, and it's magnificent. And I just wanted to tell you, I know what goes into making it, so I am impressed for the right reasons, because of how hard I know that it is and how beautifully you're doing it. The only thing I would say is, do you have to do it so handsomely? The handsomeness, if I may, feels a little bit like a personal attack. The other stuff I love, but if you could do the show without dimples, I'm just saying.
I will pass these comments on to management and we'll see what we can do. John Stewart, thank you so much for joining us on the show. I hope to see you again. Look after yourself.
You look after yourself too. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
This is where we die in 5 to 10 seconds. Maybe we get a kill with a flashbang. That is my only hope. got this key for fucking interchange. Was so like pumped to get it and buy it, and then I haven't used it since I got it. Waiting for players. Alright. If we can just get one kill in the 25 meters, that's the main thing. What's up, Rufo? How's life? What you doing? What you been up to? Come on, come on, come on. This is where we die, by the way, in less than 20 seconds. No way, man! I hit him in the face. So that guy was not blinded at all. That guy was not blinded at all. Thanks, buddy. I didn't even shoot him. What? I didn't even shoot. You're kidding me. That was bullshit. I didn't even shoot on the server. Man. And how that guy like not flashed at all apparently. Oh, see ya. It was kind of pointless, but whatever. Whatever. Let's go do that task, I guess, in shoreline. No, I don't want to take that unless I can sell it later. How did I not shoot though? Oh, really? This game can be fucking infuriating. I guess we can put some of these actually in the backpack just in case. Why is that only showing two no, it's not. M62. Okay. What about in here? What do I have? I have M62 here as well. I think that should be enough bullets. I mean, I'm not gonna need more than 30 bullets, I don't think. Let's do that task on interchange then. Not interchange, on shoreline.
This whole coronavirus crisis began for us in Cienfuegos on the 10th. We were lucky to find a tiny cave with some wood for a fire. We had finally found a place that
We asked if we could stay one night so we could have some rest, but the next day we still had to leave. But our problem was where to go.
Yeah, we still did not know where we could have our quarantine on anchor. But I did realise something. We still had a friend in Panama. His name's Stuart and his partner Steph on the boat Matador, and they apparently were stuck in Shelter Bay. Now, perhaps if he could make some internal inquiries, he'd know definitively if we could stay on anchor in quarantine in Bocas. So we madly text the details on our inReach to Tampa Dad, Bill, to find that out, because he was having a hard time getting the information.
I'll use the toilet while we wait.
Internet. So we're still waiting to know what's going on. So, look, the Colombian Coast Guard was so nice. I didn't want to be bad, but we really had no choice. So, as they were leaving, I whacked on the radar and I measured their speed when they were leaving the reef, and they were doing about 8 knots. And then I worked out, because they were apparently here doing maintenance on the lighthouse. And that took about 4 to 6 hours. So, and this was the most furthest reach. This was the most furthest reef in their cycle. So I figured how long it'd take them to get back to San Andreas while servicing all the other lighthouses along the way. And I reckon that by the time they did all of that and they got into San Andreas and fueled up, got some food, it'd take them about 6 days to get back out to us. So I reckon we had about 6 or 7 days. Margarita wanted less, but
because I didn't want to put ourselves in trouble because they were so good to us, and then
we would definitely feel bad if they came back.
If they came back and they had to be mean because it's their job.
Yeah, we allowed them no opportunity. Yeah. So it was a tough one. I didn't want to do it, but we had to. So the best thing to conquer seasickness and having Margarita in a miserable state is to get her out and go snorkeling.
Margarita spots a good-sized shark and she is off. I sure hope she can equalise and do some free diving, because she absolutely loves it, and that will cheer her up no end. Spearfishing with a beautiful bodyguard? I think this is heaven, people. The reef is still good here. Not dramatic, but certainly more alive than anywhere else. Probably the best in the Western Caribbean, but it has been fished out.
exercises she does on the boat, the breathing, the expanding the cheeks, the flushing the nose with the water, tilting back and holding her breath and doing this. I had hoped that she'd be able to, well, the ear problem would solve itself and she'd be able to go diving, because really when you're on a boat in the middle of the reef in the middle of nowhere, I mean, what else can you do? I mean, you can lie in the sun, but it's great to jump in the water and enjoy it. And she loves that sort of thing. So if you try and look at it from her point of view, she's stuck in this paradise and she can't actually enjoy it. I mean, sure, she can swim on the top, but it must be very frustrating when she's got such a good breath hold and she...
Okay, so I guess we can get there and even maybe think about getting out immediately. How much to go to 14? Oh, I didn't bring any headphones. See if they fell down or not. Yeah, I think he didn't fall down. Oh shit, he stood up there. Shot him from the wrong side, right side I think though. Just a bit of bad luck. Yeah, I don't need all great ammo. You know, I've got enough. I've got enough for a couple of fights, really. I can't imagine that somebody's gonna take this many hits if I'm aiming properly. I've got to do the village down here. Nobody does that area. Let's just make sure there's no scav up here. Said it was never looted, so obviously it was looted. Problem is I don't pay attention enough. I should be really looking over there to the left. Door closed. I guess I could run for the 2s next time. Instead of running for the 3s. I don't know why I particularly ran. There's only 2 rooms there. I guess everybody seems to run for the west wing, so maybe that. There we go. What's your plan for the Dane game? I die lots trying to get the Mosin, the 25, 25-meter Mosin kill thing. I've kind of done most of the tasks that don't require actually going somewhere. That's your next scav? A Mosin? Yeah. You can give me your Mosin and send it to me. Dude, I've tried it, I think 3 times now. It's just, I've been just trying to play and get the kills normally, and then I just get pushed by people like running full gear with lasers and everything in the middle of the night, and I've just been dying a lot like that, unfortunately. It's not been pretty. I get it. Just what level of sanity is left? What in the aftermath. If I'm actually still a normal person at the end of it all. What did I just finish? Find info on Artem's work. I lived in room 328. Where is that? Do you remember where that is? What's it called? Watch out, Pop 5. It is East Wing 328, or oh, okay, another one. It's on the top. It's at the top left. The top left key in resort. If you're looking at the top right, if you're looking at it from the water side. What have you been up to in the game? I assume you said you've been. We had the scav. What was the? What have you been up to the past couple of days, I guess? And what are you planning to do? Which service are you planning to go to when Mixer shuts down? Videos. Do I have any videos without No. I don't have 328 as far as I know. 36, 322. How much is 328 at the health resort? $128. 120, 129. Fuck it, let's just take that. started to have some good loot. Everybody tomorrow gonna. With a what? A PPSH? PP19? That is something that I need to do. I need to kill Rashala, which is the boss on customs in dorms. I'm tempted to just take a. I don't know, I'll do the task. So as you see, like the tasks I've got, this is like just modifying guns. I gotta get an in-raid graphics card, so I don't have to do anything there. I can buy this. This is just kill people. This is get my skills up. Find in raid, get the stay standing up, eliminate Rashala. Yeah, the only ones I've got which are like go places, I've got one on a shoreline, one on woods, and one on customs. All the rest are just, just play it and they'll get done. So, I don't know, maybe I should just take a Mosin. I'll take a Mosin. Do I have any Mosins in my insurance is the question. No. So what gun do you mean when you say PPSH? I assume you're talking about a gun in that case. Actually, I'm gonna take a Mosin. Let's just buy a Mosin because I need it for the task. And well, fuck it. If I die, I die. Which is the cheapest one? 46, 45. So why is... I think I might prefer the shorter barrel thinking about it, but... Yeah, so which one? Talk to me. PPSH. Oh, I think I have MNG. Will it go on? It won't go on. Why will it not go on? Slide's not empty. It will go on. Huh. That's what I'm gonna have to do. So you have to buy sites. It's gonna be expensive. But it's better than the alternative. Actually, I can just take sites from other guns for now. Because I'm kind of... There's no need for me to buy them when I've got them. I'll take this one from the AKM. Alright, so I'm gonna go back into Shoreline and try and... Oh, there. Headphones. Do the same building again. We'll do it in the daytime. Hey there, mate. I've been talking to you. I'm talking to you. Here we go. You go. Why is it not showing up on my... 1 second, buddy. Here we go. You got... Vid. You got this. Ah, okay. I get it. No, it's a fucking cat bot thing. It's fine. No, that's cool. I don't mind. So you've been playing for 2 days, and so you must be like level 5 at the most, right? I'll be going through these tasks so fucking quickly. I'm still doing like 4 tasks a day right now, something like that. But right now I'm at the point where I've got to just spend shitloads of money on shitty gear to run into factory just to get the kills that I need. I got Game Best and stop playing. Oh, so you have played it before. It's not like you just started playing, right? That's when I started playing around 2000, Christmas 2000. Ah, no, it would have been Christmas 2018 I started playing. A year and a half, year and 7 months ago. What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't understand the player base? Like how people play or what? Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, I mean, on the one hand, it's great to use good gear. Like I've got tons of nice gear, but yeah, but I mean, if you're going into like some really crazy high risk situation, you're probably gonna die just because you may be going into factory. I only use like really high gear when I really want to live, and otherwise I'm just using like a level 4 chest piece and like a helmet, and then like a decent gun. So yeah, so it really depends on the player, really. You have AKM and AK-74U is awful, but AKM can be good. They actually lowered the recoil on it recently. The main thing to think about when you get guns is there are basically 3 pieces which will reduce the recoil, which will make it a better gun, right? Ah, okay. Yeah, the stock, the compensator, and the foregrip, and those are the most important parts of the gun as far as recoil is concerned. Right. Yeah, foregrips are really expensive this wipe. They used to be super cheap, but they're really expensive this wipe. The having a nice stock also does a big deal, and sometimes they're really cheap. So there's a fucking mosquito flying around me, looking like he wants lunch. Yeah, the attachment system in this game is crazy. To be honest, it's just so. Why is it taking so long to get into a game? The attachment system in this game is crazy. Just there's so many different attachments, so many ways to build your gun. You're gonna build a short stubby gun. You can high ergonomics. So like you can high low recoil. You can long distance, short distance, whatever you want to do, you can do. Yeah. Takes a while. That definitely takes a while. Luckily now, when you do the workbench in the hideout, that's probably one of the first things you should do. You can then like build like guns in there, like but not really build it. You can click on this, click on that, see what goes where, and then you can even buy the preset. So So I would build the workbench in the thing, so it can help with that. So you can just go to the preset and just buy everything for it, but it's still a bit difficult when you're low level because you don't have all of the traders at level 4, right? Why did it take it so long to get in? I'm just going to shoreline for fuck's sake. Give it a minute or two, just try again, I guess. You hear the mixer shutting down, right? Have to find a new place soon. Kinda sucks. I don't really care that much, but it sucks for some people if you were relying on it for your, you know, your bread and butter. It really sucks. They gotta go and start again on another service. Yeah, mixer shutting down next month. No money, I guess. I guess it's not making enough money, and they decided to exit. They're gonna merge it with Facebook Gaming, I think. Well, it's gonna partner, right? So they're just gonna push all of their people over to Facebook. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, like I said, it sucks even more if, you know, you relied on that for your living. I mean, I don't, so, you know, it doesn't really affect me that much. You know, I don't make money from Mixer, so. But, you know, if you, oh, I'm gonna restart this queue. But if you know, yeah, Twitch is super toxic. I'm on Twitch as well, but it is much more toxic. So, I mean, you've got the options now of Facebook, YouTube, or something like D Live or whatever it's called. I'm gonna make an account there and stream there as well, but. People just are so much more toxic on Twitch than they are on. Someone comes in into your channel on Mixer, they want to chat, they want to talk, you know, they have questions, or they just want to, you know, watch you play or whatever. Someone on Twitch comes into your channel, they're like, hey, have you got any money? Hey, can you give me some money? It's like, yeah, exactly. Get good is the thing. Yeah, you suck. Or if I don't have my camera on right now because I haven't put a shirt on or brushed my teeth yet, but I they'll come in and say, oh, you're super ugly, or this guy killed me, or whatever. Yeah. Not like this, right? Not like this. Not like this. I might just have to go into change because this is fucking taking forever. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like the game is just loud, unfortunately. I turned the audio. Yeah, I turned the desktop audio down a bit, but maybe that's better, but at least we're waiting for players now, so it's something. Oh, that was quick. That means it's probably a 5-man, right? Because it just went from waiting for players to straight in, like immediately. So they weren't waiting very long for players, right? What do you mean multiplayer sucks? Oh wow, that sucks. I'm at the complete wrong end of the map. Well, not the complete wrong end, but definitely the wrong end. No, I don't get many. I get some desync problem. Like you get completely desynced from the game, right? So I've been in there with my brother a couple of times, and I've disappeared. I've been with him, and he's just like, I don't see you. I'm like, yeah, I don't see you either. Where are you? He's like, I'm here. I'm like at this place. It's like, so am I. Or he can see me and I can't see him. Yesterday he killed me. I was walking with him, and he's like, oh yeah, so there's a guy here, and I'm like, yeah, he was invisible for me. He could see me, yeah. And he was like, no, I said, no, I can't see you. And he said, and he shot me. And I said, what are you doing, dude? He said, oh, you said you couldn't see me. Yeah, I can't see you because I'm invisible, not because I can't see you. What's the matter with you? So he just fucking murdered me, my own brother. Just trying to get up there before everybody else. Yeah. I didn't go on it much about it. It wasn't really his fault. It was more of a game fault. I hate dying. It kills me sometimes like that, which you know I get a little bit pissed off with. But in that case, you know, what can you? The game's not allowing us to see each other, so. Yeah, yeah, I'm one of them as well. Dude, I think I'll get there before anybody else. I don't think so. I think he just ran inside, maybe. Did we get him? No. Well, you're not very positive. Got him that time, though. I know, I was just kidding, buddy. I was just kidding. gonna commit some heavy insurance fraud here. Where is he? Shit myself then. Okay, they're in. What if I got that as a kill 20? Yeah, less than 25 meters, that's good. Right, yeah, so then I'm just gonna use his stuff, so there's no risk then. Well, I don't mind. I mean, I've got a set of gear, so... I mean, I've fucking launched it off a cliff, so someone's gotta literally come up this cliff to... I could have put it, you know... It's probably in one of those bushes or something, so... Not the end of the world either way. It just means I can pick up more, really. And his rig was in better condition than mine, and... My bag was a bit better than his, but... I don't want to throw my Mosin away because I've got close range. Yeah, you killed him in the headshot, I believe, so it makes sense. He clearly shot you in the stomach or something. Yeah, he shot me in the arm. And the chest a little bit. I think it was just arm and then collateral damage on the chest, though. Well, I'm going close range, so this is better for me, right? It's better if I was to see somebody more than 25 meters away, I would switch, but... Can I see somebody here? It's the same sniper. 3, 6, and 10 I've got. Gold chain, take that. Yeah, this is the marked room. In just in here if you ever need that task. Fuck off. Well, you will see it soon. Oh, there's a star there. Because it's a task that you need, so I'm sure you'll be seeing it relatively soon. The black part extend? The back part. Oh, you just you can either go here and hit fold, or you can just middle click on it. Oh shit, I didn't bring... I didn't bring splints, or I used all my splints. I thought I had splints. Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I thought there was a player there. It's just gunshots.
Yeah.
How'd you get to Mixer, by the way, Forsaken? Did you start with your Xbox or whatever? Because obviously you play PC if you've got this.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
50.9. Let's see how much it goes up if I run.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. He. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh.
50.9 still. Okay. So what the fuck is going up? Nah, I'm fine. Just hurt my legs when I jumped off the balcony. But I'm just running just to get to the end quicker. That's all. I got painkillers and heals. I'm using a lot of the heals, but.
Yeah. 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 Oh.
Get experience from it as well, so. Get healing experience and shit.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna walk the rest of the way. Well, at least until we're right next to the exit. You can have this gun if you want it Forsaken, if you know to put something up for it. I don't know if you can afford to do that or you know how to do that, but if you know, then you can have it. The other one, the sniper, I don't need it. You don't have the flea market yet, Rin. They usually give like guns and shit away, but particularly if I'm not going to use them. But you need the flea market to do it. Well, it takes a while to get level 10, but if you play a lot, you might be able to get it, but it's not easy. Yeah, fuck that bear up, hey. He was not happy. €50,000. 50,000, is that 5 million? No, 50,000 euros. Oh, that's what I remember now. Why would you want 50,000 euros if you give me dollars all the time, bro? What do I have? 3,000. You just want 50,000, yeah. I know what to do with this gun now. I just disassemble it, get rid of it. Oh yeah, this. Wow, he had a nice silencer on it, at least. Give him that, and get rid of the rest. rid of that. I'll see how much that is actually before we sell it like that. That is for a grenade that I need, so that's okay. We'll keep that. Get rid of all this shit. Just one, okay. Okay. Fair enough. It'll be like that. Get rid of that. Guess we'll keep this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That. Sell this. LCD, yeah, it's the same price, fuck that. You see now, I should get all of his stuff, my stuff back in theory. Well, probably. And then I've got all his stuff now that I can just use. I didn't mean to ensure that, if I did ensure that. I remember wanting to do that. The documents case, I think you get one from a case, the other one I found. And then... Dogs, fucking dogs. The other one... Don't remember. The... pouch? Why would you lose the dog bags? Yeah, you lose everything. This bigger pouch? Oh yeah, I just did it from tasks. You get it from doing tasks. This particular one you get from doing the Punisher line, which is Prepper's tasks. When you finish most of Prepper's tasks, you get it. And then the other one, yeah, it takes a while to do, but yeah, if you do most of his tasks, you'll get it. You just need these ones left, I think, and then you get it. You lose it when you wipe. So I had a bigger pouch last time because I completed all of the tasks. But yeah, it's not so easy. Anyway, bro, I think I'm gonna call it my wife's back and maybe get some food and everything. Yeah, if you're on later or whatever, maybe we can even have a game or whatever. But and also if you're on Twitch or whatever, give me a follow there because you're gonna need to figure out what to do soon. Cheers, buddy, and see you later. Have a good one.